so lucky because you get to hear from me tonight. Just me. You're welcome. No, I'm kidding. But tonight, you're going to be hearing from both Leslie and I, hopefully, if the internet from where Leslie is working fine. But tonight, we're going to be talking to you guys about Facebook. And we spoke about Instagram last week, and so we're just going to dive in. And I decided tonight the best way to go about it is to screen share right into my Facebook and just sort of walk through what every day looks like for me on Facebook, my kind of my way of doing things, what my thought process is, how I post, how I message, how I advertise. And so I want you guys to all understand first, though, that when it comes to Facebook and Instagram, things are literally changing as I'm speaking. It's in a constant change algorithm-wise, and I could not even begin to tell you what today's algorithm is, right? It's like one day it's one thing. Like yesterday, I had a post hit 20,000 people on my Facebook. That hasn't happened in forever. And I have 100,000 followers. So it's always up and down. It's a lot, for me, Facebook is a lot more testy and temperamental than Instagram. I feel like Instagram, I can kind of catch what's going to happen, but Facebook, not so much. So if you guys are just hopping on and you're from the Legacy Collective, but you have no idea who I am, I will quickly introduce myself because I see a lot of new, fresh names and faces on here. But I am Anita Myron. I am co-leader with Leslie of the Legacy Collective. I'm a 15-star diamond coach, and I've been a coach for 7 years. And I built my business on Facebook mostly for the first 4 years of my business. I did dabble in Instagram those first few years, but I never really truly took Instagram and ran with it until the last 3 years. Okay. So that can give you kind of an idea of how lucrative Facebook can truly be if you're doing it the right way. And the shameful part of saying that is that there's like never really a right way. It's just the right way for you. But so that's kind of what I want you guys to have in your mind as we're going through what I do for Facebook, because what might work for me, guys, may not necessarily work for you. But what I want you to do is take everything that I am sharing with you tonight as not so much law and rule, but more so as inspiration and tips and ideas that you can kind of take and run with, okay? All right. And also I'm always like, let's preface some things with social media. Everything I tell you tonight means nothing if you do not do the business activity tracker, the Success Club system, okay? This is all part of what we do every day. We're diving into it, but it is not everything that we do, right? So this stuff's important and it's super fun, but your tracker has to be done every single day, and this is just a part of that, okay? And I came on earlier and I ranted a little bit about your vibe attracts your tribe, which kind of works perfectly going into this topic about Facebook, because you can post all day long on Facebook, on Instagram, and you can share things. But if you aren't being you on your social media platform, and if you're not being authentic, you're going to have trouble reaching people. Also, if you are someone who is grumpy, frustrated, in a bad mood, you're just like hating Beachbody and you hate people. I'm sorry, but there are people out there that truly hate people. Like, it's for real. It's a real thing. If that's you, no matter what advice we give you on social media is going to help you. So the mindset, what I spoke about earlier, your mindset is everything. When you sit down on your social media to post, you've got to get into the right mindset. And I find that if I'm not doing personal development before I hit my Facebook and my Instagram up, everything falls, because I am not my best self. Let's face it, when we wake up in the morning, are you immediately happy-go-lucky? I love everybody. Everything's great. I'm the CEO of everything. I'm perfect. No. That's why I get up and I open my little happiness book and I get my mind right. Like, I have to switch on the joy, because I'm naturally, like, my friends all joked around in high school and college that I had naturally had a dark cloud over my head. I was always like, it's so pessimistic. Everything sucked. Everything was going to fail. Glass half empty type of situation. And when I became a coach, I was like, well, crud, nobody wants to work with somebody that they can't stand. So I have to go be somebody that people like. And I really wanted to be that anyway. So you've got to read personal development for sure, especially before you go in and do any of this social media business. Okay. So that's why I said your vibe attracts your tribe. What you do and say and put out on Facebook and Instagram is exactly what you're going to get back. And who you speak to is exactly who you are going to bring onto your team. So think very long and hard about some of the messages and the things that you put out there, because it could be what is standing in your way of attracting your next positive, uplifting, badass leader. That's what you want on your team. So you got to go be that, right? You got to go become that person. But so tonight we're going to talk a little bit about what to post on Facebook, when to post, how to post, and what are some ways to get more eyes on those posts. I will say that a lot of the things that I've done on Facebook, I have paid for. Okay. Instagram for me was a lot more organic, but I did a lot of paid for advertising on Facebook. And Facebook is a little bit more, that way. It's easier to grow your following on Instagram than it is on Facebook, because you can go into profiles on Instagram and you can follow and you can comment and follow their stories and interact with them that way. But it's really hard to get into your followers on your business page and interact back with them unless they're messaging and commenting to you. But you can really see all your followers on Instagram, and you can see who's following your stories on Instagram, and you can have great connections and conversations with them, because let's face it, that's the only real way to build a quality following on Instagram, in my opinion, is connections, relationships, getting your message out there, attracting the right people. So with Facebook, it's a little bit harder to get yourself in front of people, right? Because you're not coming up in, well, with Facebook, there's more of an algorithm of where you're going to end up in people's feeds. With Instagram, it's not like Facebook in that aspect. It's easier to end up on search pages. I learned something interesting about Instagram today. If you go live on your Instagram stories, your story goes to the front of the line. That's not so much the case with Facebook. It is harder to get in front of people. However, with Facebook, and if anyone disagrees with anything I say about Facebook, please feel free to chime in. This is a team discussion. But with Facebook, I have had to pay money to get in front of more people. So, and then there's always ways to do it organically, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. So let me go ahead and screen share with you guys right into my Facebook. And again, if I miss anything, you guys, if I say something that you don't agree with, again, I am not a Facebook guru. I'm not an Instagram guru. I'm just a girl out here trying to work my business and do the best job that I can do. And I've had some success with Facebook, so I want to share with you how that is. So let's just talk real quick basics, okay, about Facebook. So when you have your Facebook page, you definitely want to have, for the newer people, you definitely want to make sure that you have a banner that describes who you are. And if you're lacking and struggling with figuring out who you are, write down 5 things that make you who you are, and that's you. So when I made my banner, I thought, okay, what are the most important things to me in my life? And that was my family, my husband, my fitness, and my business. At that point in my life, that was it. Those were the things I focused on. So I decided to make that my banner. Okay. Also, with your profile photo, it also should be very obvious who you are and what you're about in your profile photo. And I do find that professional photos do very well on Facebook. They do set a really good tone and example, and kind of sets you up to look like a trusted advisor or a professional. In a world where there are millions of Facebook ad accounts and people out there, you got to stand apart and you've got to look polished a little bit. Okay, you've got to look like you got your stuff together a little bit, especially, guys, we're in a network marketing type of situation. We are networking, right? That's like that's like the main word. We're networking. And when you're networking in person with people, your first impression is so crucial. What they see first and foremost can be the difference between having a conversation and meeting someone and not. Because if they see your picture and your banner, they may scroll right past that if you look like everyone else, or if your page is a hot mess. When I'm scrolling, I scroll right over hot mess expresses, okay? So what makes a Instagram profile photo a hot mess? Well, anything dark, cloudy. I can't tell you how simple this tip is. Make sure when you put your selfie cam on, wipe your screen, wipe your camera. So many people do this where they forget to wipe their camera, especially after a workout. Your camera touched your face or your fingers and there's sweat all over it. You go to take your picture and it's foggy and you don't know. That does not look good. So wipe off your camera, put some good lighting up, maybe put your phone against a window, get it backlit, and make sure that it's bright and people can see you. That's very important. That's just how networking is. You've got to put your best face forward, and that's what your profile picture and your cover photo is all about. All right, the chats. Yeah, the chat. I'm kind of ADD about the chat, so I'll kind of check in every once in a while. But yeah, if it's your cat in your profile photo, I'm peacing out. It's got to be you, and maybe a little bit your family, and maybe a little bit about fitness. Okay, so let's go further and let's talk posting. So I also set my page up to be a business, and I'm a public figure. I feel like public figure is really the best route to go because that's truly what we are on Facebook and Instagram. We're putting ourselves out there. We're representing a healthy and fulfilling lifestyle. And we are Beachbody coaches, but the last thing you want to do to put in your Facebook profile is Beachbody coach, okay? Because there are thousands of Beachbody coaches out there, and nobody wants to feel like they're being sold to. So if I'm scrolling and someone messages me and I go look at their profile and it says Beachbody coach, I'm out, okay? So, and I think back to the days when I joined under Leslie, and I didn't really see her as the Beachbody coach. I saw her as Leslie, and she was my friend, and she was somebody who had a Beachbody business, okay? You're the personality. You're the brand that's being built, not your Beachbody business. You're not building Beachbody. You're building you. People sign up under people, not companies and businesses, right? So you got to put your best face forward, and you got to represent the you brand, not Beachbody. So for me, I'm a lifestyle blogger, which I am. I'm a mom of two, and I put lifestyle coach. Okay. So let's talk about posts. I post the same things to my Facebook as I do my Instagram, because currently I feel more connected to my Instagram, and I get a lot of inspiration posting on Instagram. And I find that people on Facebook do like what I post on Instagram. I don't feel like I have to have a big difference in the posts. Some of you might agree. I'm sure there's different tactics. If it's like something that's a super long story and I'm writing a long story, it does not fit into an Instagram post, and sometimes I'll do it just on Facebook. So photos, just like Instagram, like I said, they need to be bright. They need to be, let's get to some photos, and we'll talk about videos in a second. I tend to post on Facebook 2 to 3 times per day. I used to post a lot more. I used to post like 5, 6 times a day. Now I do 2 to 3 high quality posts. Photos need to be bright. They need to be colorful. They need to catch people's attention. Again, you're competing against thousands of Beachbody coaches, thousands of other network marketers and businesses online. You have to be the face that stands out, that catches their attention. And you don't have to be a supermodel. You don't have to look perfect. You don't have to have a full face of makeup on. You are going to attract the tribe that you project, okay? People need to see your face. You're going to excite and you're going to grab the attention of the right person for your team. So as you can see in this picture, I have like a little bit of like makeup on from the day before on my eyebrows, but there's no makeup on. I threw my hair down and I got away with this picture because the camera was up against a window and it was well lit behind my phone. Also, posts like this do really, really well on Facebook and not so well on Instagram. So if you ever run across something cute like this, like a little video or a meme, guys, check this out. 126 shares, 47 comments, and 22,000 people reached. As you can see, that's not the norm for my page, but these just do well. Here's why. Videos crush it on Facebook. The reason is when you scroll on your Facebook, videos will play automatically. So someone doesn't have to sit there and tap play. It just plays. See? This is me using the Triller app, but it just plays. And people tend to stop when it's like, oh, hey, this chick's awesome. Look at her working out. People pause when something catches their eye, and that's why videos do so well. I can't tell you how many times I'm just sitting on my Facebook looking for my coaches to interact with and talk to, and I see some really hot chick working out, and I stop and I stare. Or I see some really sweaty, badass mom working out with her kids. I'm like, hey, that's my tribe. And I stop and I stare. That's what Facebook's all about, the videos playing. So the Triller app I'm just now getting into, but I mean, I've been doing videos. I go live all the time. As many videos as you can possibly muster, you need to do them. And the same thing goes for Instagram, guys. Videos are crushing it on both platforms. My photos do not, guys, I have 100,000 followers and this only reached 7,000 people. While it may look like a lot of people to you, when you look at my number of followers, that's not a huge ratio. But the videos tend to really do better, 22,000 versus 7,000. You guys catch my drift? So videos are where it's at. Videos, pictures, but videos really do a lot better. And you can get away with just words as well and statements. Yeah, so like as you can see, my pictures, meh, they don't do that great, but the videos crush it. And also sharing blog posts from other people, don't be afraid to do that. Yeah, as you can see, photos not doing well at all. Okay, so let's talk about how to increase the number of people following. We've talked briefly about what to post. That's simple. You need to, okay, so let's really quick rewind before I move on. You need to locate your avatar. You need to you need to figure out who you're talking to. You can't talk to everybody. Not everybody is your audience. You are not going to attract Farmer Bill out in Indiana with 10 cows if you're Kim Kardashian. That's just not her tribe. I'm not going to attract my uncle who's a truck driver who hauls bagels from Chicago to Florida. That's not my tribe. My tribe is me. So what I had to do in the beginning was to create my avatar, to create who I want my ideal coach and customer to be. And when I sit down to post, that's what That's who I talk to. That's my audience. I'm talking to the mom who works a full-time job. I'm talking to the stay-at-home mom. I'm talking to the fur mom. I'm talking to ladies who want to get out of their teaching job and be home. I'm talking to nurses who want to get out of their nursing job. It's women who want more. They want a project. They want to feel fulfilled outside of what they're doing. Okay, so that's who I'm talking to. And then if I want to chisel it down even further, it's special needs moms, it's tattooed moms, moms who like music, moms who like gangster rap. I mean, if I want to get real niche, those are my people. That's my tribe. If you see me out with my team of coaches, chances are we've got a beer in our hand and we're shaking our butts, because that's just who we are. So, and that's just who I am. I don't expect someone to join my team who does not jive with me, who doesn't feel connected to me in some capacity, okay? And it's funny, if you look at your team, you'll see that a lot of the coaches that you attract are just like you. And if you look at some of my team photos that I've got, we look like sisters. All of us kind of have the same look. We like the same things. Lots of more, like, I guess you could say tattoo. You'll see women with more tattoos and piercings and maybe edgier clothes. That's just kind of who I put out there, because that's who I am. Okay. So I think it's important that tonight you sit down and you think to yourself, who am I talking to? Because you can't talk to everybody. You can't please everybody. So pick that audience and speak to them. Also, I like to go, if you're like, I just don't know what to post, you need to think in regards to your daily habits and your vital behaviors. So in case you don't know what vital behaviors are, they're the vital behaviors of coaching. And if you just kind of make sure your posts live around those vital behaviors and your habits, you're going to start attracting the right people and inspiring really great people. So what are those vital behaviors? Personal development, doing your workout and drinking your shake, being proof the products work. So posting about those two things, there you go. There's 2 posts already for your day. And then inviting, you can do a call to action at one point in the day. You can fit calls to action into all your other posts too. There's always a way to do that. And then, so yeah, invite, then add to invite, personal development, being proof that the products work. Those are very important behaviors that we live and die by as coaches. And so if you just post about that stuff all the time, you're already ahead of the game. And then maybe trickle in throughout the day a little bit about you, a little bit about your family. And if you can intertwine the two, bingo. So here's a great example. For my Instagram, my Facebook, people don't give 2 hoots about me alone in my pictures anymore. They don't care about me just standing there flexing my arms. It's not really that impressive to people, okay? But what they do love is that cute, tiny little boy on my hip. What they do love is not only that he's cute and tiny little boy, but I'm working out and I've got him on my hip. And that's inspirational to my tribe. I have narrowed down my tribe enough to know that they want to be inspired by a woman with kids and they want someone to motivate them. So that's the next thing I want to tell you about posting. It's got to be valuable. Are you adding value with your posts? If your posts come up and it's just you standing there like, hey, have a great day, that's really not adding a lot of value. If you can get creative and do your workout and maybe provide an inspirational quote, or do your workout and do a picture and just say, hey, this was hard today. I struggled to get in front of my workout and press play. It was hard, but I did it. And that's valuable. Posting about your food, posting a recipe, posting something funny like this video right here. So much value. Just something as simple as something that's going to make someone laugh. That's huge. 23,000 people saw this. 126 people thought that this was valuable, and people shared it. People probably followed my page because I posted it and I got some followers from it. But you've got to be thinking in terms of value. Here's the next, another example. I love fashion. like my kind of fashion, I love to post about the clothes I wear. So a really great selfie outfit of the day. How is this valuable to my tribe? Well, I post where I got my outfit from. I'm talking to women. I'm talking to moms. I'm talking to adult women. So I post about adult women clothes. And that's something that adds value to someone's life. And then I share, outfit of the night, outfit of the day. This is date night. And that is a relatable story because most women are dating in some capacity or getting married or wanting to date, right? So I just kind of posted a cute outfit. Here again is just me saying veggies most. Here's a picture of me feeding my son carrots. And while it may seem like, well, what the heck? So what? She's feeding him carrots. This might remind a mama or two that maybe I should put some more veggies on my kid's plate. Maybe I should follow Anita more for tips on how to feed my kids better. Anything like that. And then another one, again, if we can work out with a 2-year-old in between our feet, you can too, right? Warren was like hanging on my leg the entire workout with Caitlin and I. And we just had fun with it. We both carried him on our hip and we just did our workout. And what this told people, what this told my following, what value this provided was, you can do it too. You got this. If we can do it, you can do it. And it doesn't have to be perfection. Working out doesn't have to be perfect. It can be sloppy. It can be messy. It can be 2 seconds long, but you showed up for yourself, you made a commitment, and you got it done. That's value. This one, not so valuable. Probably didn't really do well. Nope, didn't do well. But this one's valuable. So I have a lot of special needs moms that follow me. So I do posts about like projects that my daughter and my son do. My daughter has ADHD, so I'm always posting little things that she does for projects and things like that because she's really talented at art. And I talk about different sensory games and activities that we do in my house. That's value. Okay, so you guys kind of understand that. Inspiration, this is super value. 11 healthier Starbucks drinks to try at your next order. I can't tell you how many times people message me, what do you order at Starbucks? Again, who am I talking to? Moms, basic moms. And most of us love Starbucks. That's just how it is. I can't think of a lot of moms who don't love Starbucks. So I'm always talking about Starbucks. But anyway, so that's kind of the gist. Lots of value, lots of giving, lots of thinking what's in it for them, okay? And then also engaging. So when you are posting, it is really crucial and important that you're asking questions and you're giving advice. But questions really go a long way. I'm trying to find a good example of that. So let's go back to this one. Well, I guess not. I thought I had a question one. Asking questions, getting people to comment back and forth drives up traffic. Asking people to share your post drives up traffic. Anything that's shareable, likable is very important. Also, make sure you're going to every single post and you're commenting back to people. You're engaging, you're having conversations, and bonus, message them. People are afraid to do that, but you're going to get in people's feeds if you message them, right? So with these girls tonight, I might stop while I'm on the computer watching a show. I might throw them each a message. Hey, thanks for the comment. I appreciate you. Are you on a health and wellness journey too? That might lead into an invite, right? But always comment because Instagram and Facebook love that. They see that you're engaging back and forth and they say, okay, this person's important to that person. We're going to put them top of their feed. Okay. Also, a great tip is to go to all the people that like and comment. Go like and comment back on their stuff. Go follow them. Go add them as a friend. Go figure out who they are and talk to them. It's all about building those little relationships. Make it a goal every single day. I'm going to make 20 connections. They don't have to be fancy, long conversations. They can be quick. Hey girl, love your page. Fellow mom here, just wanted to connect. That's really the best advice I can give you as far as getting your engagement up with Instagram and Facebook. The conversations behind the scenes are truly why I have the success I have. You can't see it in front of, in what I'm doing. But if you go to my Instagram inbox, and I'm about to give you guys another tip real quick. You can chat with people on Instagram through your Facebook Messenger. You don't have to do it through your Facebook. Just in case you guys did not know that, now you know. You can do Instagram messaging from your computer. Bingo! But as you can see, guys, I'm talking to people like crazy. These are not invites. These are not just me asking them to join me. These are not just them messaging me. In fact, most of these are me messaging them and them messaging me back. And it's simply, hey, thanks for the follow, love your page. Hey girl, loved your story today about your son. I make it a goal every day to touch 40 lives. Okay, so for me, it's 20 invites, 20 follow-ups. That's kind of like where my head's at. But if it ends up just being a conversation about anything, great. But what happens when I go and I scroll back and I look at the people I'm talking to and where they're coming from, I often really see the conversations going all the way back to like 2018, 2017, and it started with me saying, hey, thanks for the follow. Or thanks for the comment. Thanks, answering back a comment, but in the messenger. I'm always seeing that. Every time I sign up someone, I go, okay, how did I find them? Where did they come from? So I'll scroll back, and I'm like, I engaged with them. I went to their page. I went to my post. I got down and dirty on their page, okay? When you do that, you take your page from some obscure, distant business in the sky that's from somewhere else, no connection whatsoever. And when you do that one simple message, connection message, you lock them in. You change the dynamic. You are now a friend. And so when you're posting on your social media and things start to come up in their feed, they're going to watch and they're going to start to know who you are and they're going to start to recognize you in your face. That's why I say invites and follow-ups, they don't happen right away. You're not going to get people signing up right away from invites and follow-ups. It's going to take you some time. People typically take off in their second year of coaching because they've got that whole year of connecting and that backlog of inviting and following up. And so when they get into that second year, they're getting people coming back to them and then new conversations clicking into place too. So that's where you start to see those higher SC numbers. People out the gate don't hit SC 50 every month or SC 20 every month or even 10. It takes a little bit of time of getting that engine going. I like to compare it to like a water well. You've got to pump and pump and pump that well, and then eventually the compound effect takes place and it flows. Okay? So you might not be talking to this person around the clock. In fact, you shouldn't be talking to people around the clock. What you need to do is touch them and then let your Instagram stories in your feed. This is why it's so important to be consistent as all heck on your Instagram photos and in your stories and your Facebook photos and stories. To be consistent is the key because those people are going to fall in love with you and get to know you and trust you from that, not from the conversation you're having. The touch is to get your foot in the door, to make it known that you're a real person. Whenever someone signs up to me, it's always like, I just love how real you are. I love that you're an actual person. And it all comes back to, hey, I've been following you for years. I know about Warren. I know about Scarlett. I know about you and your, having gone through what you've gone through. That's always what comes back to me is I have been following you forever. So you've got to be willing to do all the things. If you are doing one thing but not the other thing, then it doesn't matter. You have to do both. You've got to do the connecting and touching. That's the real work. That's the proactive work you're doing. And then the commenting and the posting and messaging back, that's reactive. You doing the reach outs and you doing the adding and you touching them, that's the proactive. Hi.
You came to say night-night.
Night-night. Bubble, bubble, babe.
Loves his mom.
Okay. I got you. Night night, Bubble.
Say night night.
He's like, I'm tired.
Yeah, he is.
Kiss, kiss, kiss. Oh, okay. Mwah. I love you. Bye-bye. Oh, delicious baby. Okay. So there's reactive work, there's proactive work. You got to do both. A lot of people ask me, Anita, are you private message inviting people, or are you just waiting for people to come to you? I am pounding the pavement. It's called chasing my business. I'm not going to sit here and wait for people to come to me. That doesn't work. While people are coming to me, I'm chasing other people down. I'm doing both because I want my business to grow, and momentum is the key to success. I want fast success. I want to make as much money as possible doing this. Heck, I'm sacrificing time away from my family, my friends. Heck yeah, I want to make money and grow my business. So I have to be proactive. I have to chase down my business. And so me messaging, connecting, and then constantly posting, that's the relationship building formula. If there's a formula, that's it. Okay? So let's talk about how to get more likes and followers, right? So obviously you've got to put out valuable content, ask people to share it, like it, follow you, whatever. That's going to get a lot of organic reach happening. But what are some things you can do to kind of, I don't want to say cheat, but get some bonus followers, right? So if you are able to spend any money in your business, I would say this would be a great place. I always put like 5 to 10% aside for advertising and marketing. That's how I've always done it. You do not have to do this, you guys. You can absolutely build on Instagram and Facebook organically. It's a little bit harder on Facebook to do organically, but you can run ads. And that's kind of what I love about Facebook. You can run an ad. So I'm not going to dive too deep into Facebook advertising. I'm going to give you the most simple advertising tool that I use and I teach my coaches how to use. And it's very simple and it won't overwhelm you. But all you need to do is to just go down to this promote button. This is what I do. Again, there's no perfect way and you may do it a different way. But I promote my page. I pick my best photo or video. So you can do single image, you can do video. I love to do video. Again, because videos play immediately in the feed. People love videos on Facebook. So see if I've got anything listed in my history. And of course you can import. So if I go to my page, I know I've got a few videos. Well, I thought I did. You don't have any videos on my, what? That's not possible. Okay, here we go. So I just did this video today. It's me and Warren working out. This is my ideal person. Mom wants to work out, has a kid. Bingo. There's a kid on my shoulder. I'm sweating. I look verklempt. I'm squatting. This is going to catch my ideal person. Okay? So that's the one I'm going to use. This is super simple, you guys. It doesn't have to be hard. The Triller app, you guys, is so fun. I made this in the Triller app, and it's just me working out and dancing around. But it goes a long way if you know, for ads and for reaching people and connecting. So I think this would be a great one to stick into this. And then here, I would just put, I am a mom of 2 who lost 70 pounds and kept it off. Follow for fit tips, inspo, and motivation. Text is too long. Got it. How about this? Follow for motivation and inspo. Okay, super simple, not complicated, okay? So I'm going to actually run this ad. Okay. I was going to do an ad today and I waited for tonight to show you exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. So that's all I'm going to do. So because I knew that France was coming eventually, right? We were all at Summit. We heard that news. I did one for France and I have it running. It's a different one. So this is why my target says France, but you can go and edit that. And for me, again, I've got my avatar, very simple. Women, 26 to 65. I'm not going to do France for this one. I'm going to do United States. You do United States, Canada. And it's important not to do too many, okay? You don't want to flood it. You want it to be a little bit specific. So United States, Canada, United Kingdom, because that's where we are. We don't need to be in India or Australia right now. I mean, you could do Australia. We're probably going to be there one day. But I think that this is safe. United States, Canada, United Kingdom. And then this was for my France one, but I'm not going to do, you don't want to do anything really beach body. These were all just ones I was doing for France and playing around with different options. So with this one, okay, you guys watch very closely, okay? Suggestions. So Facebook will give you suggested demographics based on your page, okay? Or, okay, what just happened? Browse. You can go to browse. If Facebook doesn't give you suggestions, you can go to browse and you can hit demographics, life events, and you can see different things happen, like new life events. So this is perfect for the newlywed Beachbody coach, right? Or the coach getting married in a year. I think off the top of my head, Megan Carlisle, because I can see her in my screen, she is newlywed. She's going to have a baby. She's a fur mama. This right here is her avatar. Women between the age of 18 and 65, newly engaged, newly married. These are her people. So she clicked those. Me, I'm going to go right down to parents. And I'll go to all parents and I'll do new parents. And I think of the women that always reach out to me, 3 to 5 years old, 6 to 8 because Scarlett's that age, and I post a lot about her, and 3 to 5 because Warren's around that age. Let's see if there's a 2-year-old one. 0 to 12 months. Okay, that's all. That's all I'm going to do. Nothing too complicated. That's it. Okay, I don't really like to fudge around with any more demographics than that and interests, because really it's that simple. It's whatever life event you're in. Okay, don't go doing Nike and Lululemon and big fitness pages. Do life events. Everybody can benefit from fitness. They don't have to be interested in fitness to benefit from it, right? So we're not targeting fitness pages. We're targeting real people who can benefit from what you have to offer. Okay? So you could exclude an audience. I tend to exclude Beachbody coaches. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Because I really don't need to talk to Beachbody coaches, right? I'm not looking for Beachbody coaches to add to my team or my challenge group. Look how perfect that is. Your audience size is defined. Good job. Potential audience size, 1,100,000. Bingo. Save. Everything's set up. I'm freaking adorable. Look how cute I am. Look at my kid. I'm dancing. There's music. All right, let's talk duration and budget. Guys, whatever budget you can afford, do it. 25 cents, 50 cents, $1 doesn't have to be a ton, because one new follower from this could be your next top coach, you know? So this is a very good way to spend some money if you're ready to do that, okay? So I also like to test my ads. I don't want to go too crazy. So I'll do one day just so I can see how the ad does. And then I'll do the end date for tomorrow and I'll set it for $3. I'll see what $3 gets me. I should get a few likes from $3. Ideally, you want to get a like per 25 cents or a like per 50 cents to $1. If you're new at this, it's going to be more expensive because you're not, well, hopefully I've helped you to kind of dwindle that possibility down. But see, estimated 4 to 16 likes for $3. That's what you're going to get. Okay. You can do 3. So for my testing purposes, I'm going to do $30 because that's my budget tonight. Okay. And then you're going to want to set up your bank account, of course, so that you can pay for this ad. Let's see why this is being a stinker. Why are you being a stinker? I'm like frozen. There we go. My bank account's set up, it's $30. Ad looks good.
Wow. Why you tripping? I ain't even do nothing. I'm a jerk. You ain't never lied, but hey, do me a favor. Call me jerk one more time. You're a jerk. I know. You're a jerk. I know. You're a jerk. I know. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. I know.
All right. So it says follow for motivation, follow for inspo. Got a cute kid. I'm looking cute. Public figure. Like my page. Bingo. Promote. And again, guys, this changes. How to do this changes every year. Okay. And I haven't done a training on this in a while because it changes so much. So save changes. What's going on? Save changes. Something's happening. Facebook advertising. Oh, I have my cookies on. Anyway, you guys get the gist. I'll just finish this later because all I have to do is put save changes. I think there's an error somewhere in here that I'm not seeing. You're stuck. What's going on? I think it's my cookies. The ad blocker. Okay. Anyway, that's it for ads. I won't go any further than that, but that's all I really do. I don't do a lot of boosting of posts, but if I am going to boost a post, it's a call to action if I ever do it. Some people might boost a post just to get more traction on it. I don't do that. Let me go to I'll show you what kind of post I do boost and how I boost it, and then we'll call it good for tonight. Sound good? You guys still following me? Don't know if there's like any questions. I can't see the chat box. Let's see here. Okay, let's go back to my page. And I might make a video on this tomorrow, but did you guys know that you can actually do an advertisement into Instagram stories to get people to follow you on your Instagram? I just learned that today, and it's super easy to do. I might just go like live in our team page and do it real quick to show you guys how to do it. But okay, back to my page. So I'll show you an ad that I did, how it turned out. My computer is moving at a glacial pace. I don't know what's happening. Okay, that mom influencers wanted. It's the same call to action I do on my Instagram. Same thing. This one did pretty good. There's 50 comments. But it's an ad. It's straight up, I'm looking for people. It was an event that I think Leslie and it was our lunch and learn. I had 70 people say they were going. I need to follow up with every one of these chicas, but this is the type of post I do boost. So again, this speaks to my market. Also, I've been a coach for 7 years. I don't expect you to have a professional photo done, okay? You just lifting weights, or you with a kiddo, or you working out with your kids, that'll work just fine too, okay? Or just you doing something physically active, you looking good in a sports bra, whatever. But then you would want to put some sort of text like this. You're welcome to get inspiration from this post. You can go check it out on my page. I do not suggest copying and pasting it because that would be like too obvious. People would maybe recognize that it's the same word verbiage that I'm using. But you could say, drop your favorite emoji below so that I'll know you'll be there. You could say, drop your favorite emoji below so I can message you details. And then I would go and just message all these people about coaching. Okay, we won't get, that's a whole nother topic and call on what kind of conversation to have from that point. But so what do I do to get this boosted? Well, shoot. I have to go to the actual feed to see the boost button. That one, I believe I paid $100 for 50 people. That was an expensive ad. I'm not asking you to do that. That's not necessary. You don't have to do that. But that's just what I did. My computer is struggling right now. Anyway, at the bottom of the post, it says boost. You click boost, and I do it to the people that like my page because I've already targeted people. Here, I'll show you. Okay, so there we go. Boost post. I'm a little obsessed with the Triller app right now. That's all you see on my page. You don't have to do Triller. So I want to get more people engaging with my post, get more people to see my posts. So that's what I'll click, get more people to watch your video. And then for boosted posts like this, I do people who like my page because they've already targeted people to follow my page. I've got new followers because of my ad that I targeted women in the United States. And then a lot of my posts are speaking to women. It's share. A lot of women are sharing to other women. So I've got it pretty dialed down as far as demographic is concerned. So I just do people who like my page. Why? As you can see, Facebook is a bit of a jerk and they don't put your stuff in everybody's feed that follow you. In fact, most of them aren't going to see it, especially if they haven't connected with you. That's why the connecting and the engaging is so important. But if they haven't connected and engaged with you at all, probably not going to see your post. This is a little bit of a way to cheat that, okay? So if you boost it to people that like your page, more people who like your page, who love and trust you, are going to see your post, okay? So I don't know why it says France, but I just want people who like my page. And then I'll pick my budget, $10. And I'll run it, just see how it does. If it doesn't do well, I move on and try. I do a lot of tests, do a lot of trial and error. So like that one, the mom influencer one, that was a product of lots of trial and error with very different photos. That one stuck, that one took off. That's the one I've been sticking to because it works. When you find something that works, you double down on it. As soon as you're like, whoa, that took off, I'm getting a lot of great leads from that, that's working for me, that's when you start to double down. So I will double my budget on a post like that because I'm like, okay, that's attracting the right people. That's getting people in the door on my post. I'll keep doing that for a while. All right. I cannot see the chat. There we go. Yes. Sorry. So I've only been talking about building like page. Leslie, are you still there? Can you unmute? Let me get out of my screen share here. Okay. I think Leslie's gone. Okay. So real quick, Facebook, personal page. If you're building your personal page, then this is going to be very organic. If you're brand new, you're going to want to engage with people who are, this is where you're going to track your memory. This is going to be super organic. Now you can go in and add friends to your Facebook. when you're just using a personal Facebook page. So you can go in and just add people, okay? So with adding people, you're going to want to go to the profile of, say, your husband or people you went to college with, your friends, family, people that have connected with you at maybe a school function, a sorority, fraternity function, a sport, parents that are, at these sporting events. Get creative and add them as a friend. Now be careful because Facebook will block you if you're adding too many, so you've got to be careful. That's why the like page comes in handy, because you can reach so many more people and get so many more people to talk to you, whereas this has to be a slower, more organic reach, but it's still doable. People still have success on their personal Facebook page. I still get 1 or 2 people a month from my Facebook personal page. So you're going to want to do a lot of the same sort of posting and sharing on your personal page. But as far as your growing that market, it's going to be a lot of like, hey, I got to add people that I'm meeting through groups, people that have interests that are like mine. So maybe group pages like, say, for example, if you're into racing and running, you might join a running group page and engage with people on that page and then add them as a friend, okay? You can, I like to do, when I was a new coach building my personal Facebook page, I did a lot of free clean eating groups. It doesn't have to be clean eating. It can be a free, any kind of group. A free, just some sort of educational group. And we do a free clean eating group templates in the team page and the albums and the app and the files. You can run one of those and have all the people that are coming into your free group, have them bring on 3 friends. And then boom, you've got 3 more people added to your network. Okay, that's kind of creative, very organic way of doing that. But Instagram business page and my Facebook business page is truly where I've gone outside of my warm market and really branched out and met new amazing women. Okay. Sheena has a question. Do you feel like it's still worth time to run a Facebook like page? I've only done a personal page for 4.5 years, and it's where all of my business comes from. I started a page but stopped posting in it years ago. I used to sign 40 people a month from Facebook business page. I have since taken my energy and focus over to Instagram, and I've just kept my Facebook page going. So I'm adding a lot of people from Instagram right now, but Facebook is definitely lucrative. I just showed you exactly why. That ad is money. You're going to bring on new people who are just like you, and you're going to get them following you and watching you. And it may cost you $1 a day or, whatever your budget is, but that's just new, fresh eyes getting on your stuff. That's like the beauty of that Facebook page. So yeah, I absolutely believe it's a great. I mean, I built a multi-million-dollar business off of my Instagram and my Facebook like page. So my personal page stopped yielding those results because I really wasn't getting that many people. You can only have 5,000 friends on your Facebook personal page. So it does cap. There is a ceiling on it. Eventually you're going to run out of people to talk to and touch. So going over to those business pages, then you're really able to drive traffic and get more people following. Is there any other question? Are there any other questions? This is recorded. You guys can go back and watch it a million times. I've already lost like half of you. This is a very long, drawn out topic, and there's so many. I could do like 3 series on Facebook like page and Facebook personal page. So go ahead and watch the recording. That's kind of the high level basic stuff that I know. But yeah, I'll stick around for some questions if anybody has them. And if you guys do a post or boomerang about this, do me a favor and tag me. That would be very nice of you. Always tell people to tag you in their stuff on Instagram. The more times you post on your Instagram stories, the more viewers you get. It's kind of awesome. That's why I love Instagram so much. It's so much easier to do free organic growth. All right, I guess that's it for tonight. I hope you guys got some value out of this and you had fun. And we will see you next week for our training. We're going to be going further into social media stuff. So shoot me any questions you have, and I will see you guys next week.